In this session we will see some more methods and some more example of dynamic array. So first we will see for each with a dynamic array. Now the for each is not a technically a dynamic array method, but we will use it to constantly with the array. So what is happening now? What is happening is most of the time we are using for each loop with array, like we will need to access, we need to initialize. In all these cases we will be using mostly for each loop only. So how we will use, let's see. So this is our dynamic array we declared. At the runtime we are assigning size. So using this new keyword we are assigning size to the dynamic array. So total how many element now it will create? 5, from where 0 to 4. Now using for each loop, what we are doing, we are allocating, not allocating, we are assigning value to each element. So what you have to use, how you have to write, for each parenthesis array name and index value. So it will start from 0, it will go to till 4. Okay, then what we are doing here, printing. Now you see here 0 to 4 elements are coming, total 5 elements are coming, 5 data, 5 variables. The dynamic array with the runtime size. So this is where dynamic array become useful. How it is? Suppose you need to create you can create and you can decide how many test cases, how many transactions you want to create, not test cases, how many transactions you want to create at runtime. How you will decide like this? So how you will decide? You see the example. So this is a module name. Here we declare one dynamic array, and here we declare a variable of int type, number of element, how many transaction, how many elements you want in a dynamic array. So here we are assigning, see at the runtime we are assigning 8 elements in the number of element variable. Then this variable we will pass to new. So now we are allocating the size according to the this num element. So here what we are doing, we are assigning, we are allocating size to the dynamic array. So data is equals to new, and then here what we are doing, this variable we are passing, this variable. So this variable, how many, what is the value of this variable? Now 8. So it will be, it will nothing but data is equals to what, new 8. So it will become like this. Okay, it will become like this. Now we are using for each loop to assign value to the each element. Then what we are doing, printing the size. So at this point what will be the size? Tell me. Size will be 8, right? Then we are printing here array element value. So in this case, if you see, the size is not fixed in a declaration. So at that time we didn't fix the size. So at the runtime we did like this, num element is equals to 8. So in this case that 8 will be the argument of new, and then the size will be, array size will be 8, total 8 element allocated. Okay, the next code same, you can go through this code to understand better, or else you can type this code and run in a QuestSim to see the result, how it will be like this, how it will come. Okay, in this case what you need to remember is how to declare dynamic array, memory allocation, and then how can we check the size, what is the size of dynamic array, and then resize. You need to resize. Then in this point, at this point, how you are resizing. So previously it was 5 and you assign some value to those 5 elements, but if you do like this, then it will create a new 10 elements. It will override the previous 5 elements. Your 5 elements value will not be present in this one. But if you do like this, means if you do like this, new 10 and then data, the previous data will be there, previous value will be there. Okay, then you can use delete to delete the complete dynamic array. Okay, for the access you have to do like this. You can access using index like this, or you can direct use for each loop to avoid this each element access one by one. Okay, you can use for each loop will run and it will print all the value. So dynamic array, what it is using mainly, new, what are the methods we are using? New, size, delete. So these are the only methods which we are using most of the time, along with some indexing and for each loop, right? What is the easy definition which you can think about the dynamic array? That is, a dynamic array is an unpacked array, whose size can be determined and allocated at runtime. It is useful when a required number of element is not known at a compile time. You don't know, right, how many elements required during the compile time. But you know how many elements is required at runtime. So in that case, you will use dynamic array. Okay, guys. Bye.